Welcome to the Quiet Constellation. I am your host, Misty Meadows. This is a place where we gently explore the thoughts and feelings we've tucked away over time and rediscover the parts of ourselves that still know the way. Tonight I've been thinking about something very quiet, something that many of us were never really taught to notice. The subtle ways our bodies try to speak with us. This is something that I briefly touched on in my first episode, how the body will give us a silent yes or a silent no. In my experience, that often in the beginning it felt what could be described as anxiety. The heart almost feels like it's racing. My chest feels like it's contracting and rising more rapidly than normal. However, what I've known through practice and through sitting in quiet moments with myself, those feelings, instead of it just being anxiety, sometimes those feelings were that of longing or intuition. Moments that my body knew something before my mind even did. And in these moments that I would slow down, either in the bath, doing a crafting project, just something to allow my mind to wander that kept either my hands busy or just made me feel comfortable. And in those moments, I was able to really sit down and ask myself and just ask different questions, like, how do I feel with this? Like, how do I feel about my cat? Is she? And I love her. I feel a very warm swelling in my chest. I feel light. I feel airy. She makes me feel hope, like there's something better on the horizon because of everything this poor baby has went through. She has pulled tail syndrome, so her life has not been easy at all. However, there were times before this where I thought something was wrong, when really that wasn't the case at all. My body was just trying to get my attention in a way that I just didn't know how to interpret or understand what it was trying to tell me just yet. Something I've been wondering is, how do we learn to listen to those quiet signals of the body, especially when we spent so long tuning them out, pushing it down. We have deadlines, we have kids to take care of, we have family members, projects at uni, or just the basic rigmarole of life. How do we take a moment and just pause? Now, for everybody it's different. Some people turn to source, some to their God, Allah, Buddha, whatever creation is for you. Most people will say that is what they start with. However, for me, my introspection journey started in college through learning about the way the mind works and how these different emotions have a physiological response and a chemical response within our body. So for me, the trick was really learning the difference between what was my fear and what was my anxiety and what was intuition pushing me forward. And lots of times fear, it has a more controlling mindset. You're not curious. It becomes, how do I get away? How do I get away? How do I escape? Instead of, I wonder what would happen if I just jumped. If I just made the decision to go ahead and do this. Intuition can often come in forms of curiosity, lots of times. It's a fear versus an inner knowing or an inkling. The body has a different way of communicating for each one of these senses, and for some of us the sensation can be different. For me, my anxiety has a lot of tightening. It's very restrictive. I feel very compressed, like everything is being squeezed out of me. My throat will close off, like I can't speak, like I'm not allowed to move forward in the present moment. And that for me is how I depict the heaviness of anxiety and the heaviness of fear versus a lightness. So when I started doing my practices, I originally was using a quantum leap guide on TikTok. I completely forget the woman's name, but her original practice to start to learn these initial signs were to take my fears. So my fear of never being good enough, my fear of always being broke, and to convince myself and sit there in silence and in meditation and say that, yes, I'm addicted to it. Yes, I love it. And that practice, the more and more I did it, the more and more I became bored with that feeling, with that fear, with that, oh my God, I need to do something, it's just never gonna work out. The feeling of that became boring the more I did that practice. And then I was able to ask my body, if I was to have no constrictions and I were to do this thing that I really wanted, what would that feel like? And surprisingly, at first it did feel very similar to anxiety. There was a feeling in my chest that felt like tightness, but the more I sat with it, it actually was the opposite. My heart was racing, yes, but it wasn't racing in that way when you can feel your heartbeat in your ears and you can feel that adrenaline start to take over. It's different. The way your heart races is as if you're coming home to the idea. It's a feeling of longing instead of fear. It's I want to race towards it instead of race away from it. And most of the times in our life, everything's just, we're so fast paced between work, between family, between just everything we need to do to take care of things, paying bills, cleaning the house, doing the yard work, God forbid you get sick. Our lives are designed to keep us distracted, to keep us away from that introspection. So in those quiet moments, it's really easy to not be able to pick up whether you feel light, like you want to race towards an idea, or if you want to run away from it. Because the feeling is subtle. The differences are subtle. Now, I did want to ask, what was your body been trying to tell you lately in quiet ways that you may have noticed? When you're sitting there at your desk or at the dinner table, what thoughts start to creep up? And then what does your body start to do? Is it a feeling in your chest? Do you feel tension in your shoulders? Or when you're thinking about it, does a sense of calm wash over you? Do you start to feel pulled towards an idea, a feeling, a longing for something that's just out of reach? Sometimes the first step isn't understanding the signal. It's just noticing it's there. Before we close tonight's constellation, I'd like to ask what a small piece of guidance we might want to take forward with a simple card pull. With a simple card pull. Tonight's card is the Two of Swords in reverse. This carries the energy of dispute, indecision, and mental overload. The message of this card asks us that instead of rushing headfirst into this decision that maybe have outside influences taking over our judgment when we're trying to go forward, instead take a moment to make sense of all of the things coming at you, what people are saying, the tasks that are coming up. Shed the weight of what the other people think that you should be doing at this time. Instead, look to what you need to be able to create a solution for you. This is a gentle reminder to stay present with your body and what it is showing you, even in the smallest ways. And to my guides and the spirits that walk with us, thank you for your presence and for the quiet insights shared tonight. Until our paths cross again under the same quiet sky, good night.